Japan is considering ways to minimize its business transactions with nations that have close dealings with North Korea. Kwon Soa fills us in on Tokyo's latest efforts to optimize the effectiveness of sanctions on the Kim Jong-un regime.
Japan is stepping up its efforts on the sanctions front, with the hope of cutting off North Korea's financial resources and thus curbing the regime's nuclear and missile ambitions. Tokyo-based Kyodo News Agency on Tuesday quoted a Japanese government source who said Tokyo is reviewing whether to impose trade restrictions on foreign companies that aid Pyongyang by either hiring workers from North Korea or engaging in direct trade with the North. The regime has profited by selling its laborers to other countries, and Japan believes those funds are being directly channeled into North Korea's nuclear and missile programs. According to Kyodo, Chinese companies located near the border with North Korea are being closely monitored. Tokyo is said to be expecting a protest from Beijing against further independent sanctions by Japan. This comes amid speculation that a senior Chinese official, Vice Foreign Minister Liu Jungmin, who arrived in Pyongyang on Monday for talks with North Korean officials, could be in negotiations with the North on nuclear and sanctions-related matters. According to Japan's Asahi Shimbun newspaper, China's goal could be to gather information on the North's next provocations while also notifying Pyongyang about what Beijing and Washington have been discussing so far regarding additional sanctions on the regime. Seoul's foreign ministry said Tuesday that China has been consistent on the strict implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 2270, but South Korea is closely monitoring the Chinese diplomat's trip.
China has expressed its will to participate in drawing up new sanctions for the North's fifth nuclear test. With regard to Germany's visit, we believe there has been no change in China's stance.
The foreign ministry pointed out that South Korea is also discussing unilateral sanctions, but just like Japan, Seoul is contemplating the timing of the announcement by monitoring the UN Security Council's ongoing discussions. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.